Okay. Yesterday we have learned the structure of Google Ads, isn't it? Structure of Google Ads. If you know the structure of Google Ads, then creating Google Ads, that is running your Google Ads campaigns, are very easy. So always remember the structure of Google Ads. That is the most important thing. Structure of Google Ads. Can anybody tell me how the structure of Google Ads appears? Like what is the first one? Yes, Pranita? What does it start with?
Campaign 1.
First, you need to have a Google Ads account.
Google Ads account.
With one Gmail account, first create your Google Ads account. Same like your Facebook account, Instagram account, you have to create your, I'm sorry, you have to create your Google Ads. You have to create your Google Ads account. With Google Ads account, you have to create campaigns. What are campaigns, Kushdan? What is the meaning of a campaign? I have told you what exactly is a campaign. What is a campaign? Meaning of campaign. Yesterday we have done, right? For ODMP, we have created some campaign yesterday. That means live structure we have created yesterday. See this one. Now by seeing this, you tell me what is a campaign. This is my Google Ads account. Then what is my campaign? Your locations are known as your campaigns. Suppose you want to target Hyderabad, then you can target Hyderabad. Chennai you want to target Bangalore, you want to target Mumbai. All the locations are known as your campaigns. First, the structure starts with your Google Ads account. Then under Google Ads account, after creating your Google Ads account, you have to create campaigns. Which locations you want to target, you have to mention. After that, what services you are providing are known as your ad groups. Always remember, campaign is nothing but location. Ad group is nothing but services. What all services you are providing, you have to mention. Then under ad groups, there is a keyword. Keyword in the sense for which keyword you want your ad to appear is known as your keyword. Some digital marketing training in Hyderabad. If somebody is searching for digital marketing training in Hyderabad, I want my ad to appear. So I have to use this particular keyword over here. Now, after that, the last one is your ad copy. Ad copy in the sense the title and description. The structure of your ad is known as ad copy. So your structure of Google Ads is your Google Ads account. With that, you have to create campaigns. That is what all locations you want to target. Under that, ad groups, that is your services. Under services, the keywords, whichever the for which keywords you want to target which keywords you want to target and for which keywords you want to rank on SERP. Those keywords you have to mention over here. After that, you have to create your advertisement. Simple. Just remember this Google Ads account structure. If you remember Google Ads account structure, everything is easy. Now, in today's class, we will be creating a basic search network campaign. Basic search network, not an advanced one, but a basic one. To create an advanced search network campaign, we have to learn keyword match types, extensions, and everything. That will not happen in today's class. So let's create a basic search network campaign. Now, search network campaign. In today's class, you'll be getting an idea of how to create an advertisement. Now, before creating search network campaign, let me tell you, I told you with one Gmail account, we can create 20 Google Ads accounts. But what if you have 21 clients? What if you have 22 clients? Or what if you have 30, 40 clients? At that time, with one Gmail account, you cannot create more than 20 Google Ads accounts. So what you have to do is you have to create a manager account, Google Ads manager account, or previously it was known as MCC account. That is My Client Center account. Previously it was known as My Client Center account. There is no difference between your Google Ads account and your manager account. Both will look same, exactly same. But the name is the different. Only name will be different. Other than name, everything will be same. So to create your manager account, see, who should create a manager account? Only the big agencies who are running digital marketing agencies, these kind of people, or very big companies, very huge companies, these kind of people should create manager account. If you're a small business owner, or if you're a working professional or a student, no need to create manager account. But I'll just show you how to create a manager account. Now, to create a manager account, you can search like this, Google Ads manager account. There is no difference between Google Ads normal account and manager account. So no need to create manager account, but to show you, I'm just showing. See, I have just typed Google Ads manager account. I've searched in the browser. There you can see over here. Manage all your Google Ads account from one place, previously known as My Client Center account. Now, manager accounts can help you manage multiple accounts. That means you can manage more than 20 Google Ads account with the help of manager account. With a normal Google Ads account, that is with a normal Gmail ID, you can only, if you create a Google Ads account, you can create only 20 Google Ads account. But if you have 21 clients, that is more than 20 clients, you have to go for manager account. Now, we will create normal Google Ads accounts. No need to create manager account, but I'm just showing it to you. If you have any problem with your Google Ads account, you can call these people and they'll be helping you. And everything will be same. There is no difference between the look of manager account and Google Ads account. But if you have more than 20 clients, then go for create a manager account. But in today's class, we'll be creating a normal account because there is no need to create a manager. Now coming to, before even creating a Google Ads account, I want to tell you that there are two tools to create Google Ads. Two tools. One is Google Ads Express and one more is normal Google Ads account. Google Ads. There are two tools. You can run your ads, that is, you can create your ads here or you can create your ads here. But always go with the second option. Do not go with the first option. Why do not go with the first option is, if you create your ads in Google Ads Express tool, the whole, what to say, only Google will manage your Google Ads account. You cannot manage your Google Ad account. That means the control will be in the hands of Google. Google will take control of your ads and you may lose your money over here. See, Google is a very trustworthy platform, but whenever they get the chance to take money from the advertiser, 100% they'll be trying to take money from the advertiser. So, you know, normal people like painter, plumber, these kind of people will be there, right? Who do not have much knowledge about all this technology and all. These kind of people should go for Google Ads Express. But always you should go for Google Ads. If you do not have knowledge about all these things, how to run ads or all, and all, if you cannot manage it, if you think that you cannot understand all these things, at that time go for Google Ads Express. But Google Ads Express is not at all recommended. Please do not go for Google Ads Express. The control will be in the Google's hand and you will lose money over here. 100% Google will try to take more money. That means, suppose for a click, only 100 rupees is worth it. Just assume that only 100 rupees is worth it for a particular advertisement. That is cost per click. Google might take 150 rupees. You never know. So that is the reason. Don't give the control to Google. Do not give the control to Google. Always create ads in this tool called Google Ads. So you have to create your ads in the Google Ads tool, not in Google Ads Express. This is the difference between Express and Google Ads. So Express is for the people who do not have knowledge about all this technology. Normal people, that is, who can understand everything, they have to go for Google. Now, as I told, we have to create a search network campaign today. You guys tell me, what is the search network type? Pranika, what is the type in search network? What is the type? Is it image or a text?
Text.
Text. What is bidding? What is the bidding type? If I click on this advertisement, then only money will be deducted from this digital nest advertiser. If I do not click, money will not be deducted. So the bidding type is CPC, cost per click is the bidding type. Then where my ad is going to appear? Where it is appearing? SERP. SERP in the sense search engine result page. And how should I target? With the help of locations and with the help of keywords I'm going to target. This is my basic search network. These are things we have to follow for creating a search network campaign. Now, how to log into your Google Ads account? You are clear with this? This is a search network, right? We are creating the basic search network campaign today. I hope you are clear with it. If you are clear with it, then I'll go to how to create a Google Ads account. Clear question up till here? Manager account. Do not go for manager account. If you have more than 20 clients, then only go for manager account. There are two tools, Google Ads Express, Google Ads. Always go for Google Ads. I'll tell you how to go for Google Ads. Do not worry how to differentiate the both. And search network type is text, bidding is CPC, and it is going to appear on SERP. You're going to target with the help of locations and keywords. Okay. Now how to create Google Ads account. Concentrate guys. To create Google Ads account for the first time, you have to type google.com/ads. First, log into your Gmail account. See, I have already logged into my Gmail account. After that, you have to go into a new tab and type google.com/ads. This is the one you have to type. Then click on enter. See, when I have shown you, right, how to create a manager account. Everything was same. There also same option was there. There also this was there. Everything is same. There is no difference between manager and Google Ads. The only difference is there you can create more than 20 accounts. Here you can create only 20 accounts. That is the only difference. Now, to create Google Ads account, first log into your Gmail account, and after that, google.com/ads you have to enter in a new tab. After that, this is going to appear to you. Now, when you're creating your Google Ads account for the first time, just see everything over here. If you have any problem with your Google Ads account, then you can contact these people over here. There is a number over here. Now, when you're creating your Google Ads account for the first time, click on Get Started. Because you're already signed into your Gmail account, right? So no need to click on Sign in. With the help of your Gmail account only, you're going to create your Google Ads account. So no need to click on Sign in and enter your credentials. If you do not sign into your Gmail account, then you have to enter your credentials over here. Otherwise, no need to enter on click on sign in. So first, again, I'm telling on a new tab, first log into your Gmail account. After that, google.com/ads. Remember that google.com/ads. After that, click on get started. Now, I have so many accounts with me that is less than 20 only. That is the reason you are able to see all these accounts over here. Otherwise, when you are creating a new Google Ads account, you will not see all these things over here. If you have at least one account, then you can see the one account over here. But if you do not have any time, that means if you do not have any Google Ads account, you will see nothing over here. So click on new Google Ads account over here. Because I already have some accounts, I'm creating a new Google Ads account. You people will not see this. When you have at least one account, then you will be seeing this. So I'm clicking on new Google Ads account. Now, observe one thing over here. Yes. See, what I told the first step is google.com/ads. Then click on get started. When you click on get started for the first time, that means when you're creating your Google Ads account for the first time, this is what you're going to see. The last thing, whichever you have seen over there, all my Google Ads account, that thing you will not see. This is the thing you're going to see over here. Now here comes the most important thing. Just observe this URL. It is in the express mode. That means I told you do not create your ads for Google Ads Express, because if you create your ads in Google Ads Express, whole control will be under Google and you will be losing your money. But still, I have not clicked in a new browser as Google Ads Express account. I have just clicked google.com/ads. But Google is really smart. Though Google is trustworthy, still Google tries to take money. That is the reason they will automatically redirect you to the express mode. Here you have to be more smart enough than them, and what you have to do is, instead of clicking on next, here there is in small text there is a thing called switch to export mode. In hurry, don't click on next over here. Always never ever click on next over here. You will go into express mode only. See, it is already in express mode. Observe the URL. If you click on next, you'll be going into Google Ads Express account, not your Google Ads account. So do not click on next. Just scroll down and in very small letters you'll be seeing over here switch to export mode. Always go to switch to export mode. Though you are not a Google Ads expert, always click on switch to export mode only. You are already learning, so you'll understand how to create Google Ads with the help of Google Ads account. So do not create your Google Ads with the help of Google Ads Express account. Just scroll down, click on switch to export mode. Do not click on next. Now, okay, it should not appear like this. Just give me a minute. One option is missing over there. See, that is the only problem with Google. The thing is, it is their platform and they will change according to their wish every time. I'm creating new Google Ads account. Again, click on switch to export mode. Yeah. Can you see over here? This option was missing last time when I was creating the account. Why did I go back? Because this option was not appearing. Now, don't ask me why this option is not appearing. What should I do to bring this option? You cannot do anything. Just go back, again, create one more account. That is the only option. Because Google Ads is their platform. Here, when you're creating Google Ads or when you're creating Facebook ads, this is the only problem over here. Because it is their platform, they will be changing according to their wish. For one user, one interface will appear. Now, for me, it is going to appear like this. For you, it might be appearing something else. But do not panic. Everything will be same only, but the interface might be changing. So at that time, if you're thinking something is changing, just go back and create one more time. That is the only option. This is their platform, so they will be changing according to their wish. Now, when I was creating, just while watching the video, that means after the class, whenever you're watching this video, just observe. When we were creating my account for the first time, you are not able to see this thing over here. Create an account without a campaign. This option was not there. That is the reason I went back and I have created one more Google Ads account. Only these options I was seeing over here. So to make sure to get this option, I just went back and I have created one more Google Ads account. I have clicked on new Google Ads account. So if you're unable to see this option, do not click on continue just like that. Go back and create one more Google Ads account because this option should appear. Until you get this option, go back and create one more time. Now, I have clicked on google.com/ads. After that, click on get started. After that, click on switch to export mode. Now see the URL over here. Anywhere Express is there, nowhere Express is there. That means I'm on the correct platform. I'm on the Google Ads account only, not on Google Ads account, not on Google Ads Express account. So now what I have to do is select a goal that would make this campaign successful for you. Never ever select anything over here. Never ever select anything. When you're creating an account, never select anything. Directly click on create an account without a campaign. If you select a particular thing, what happens is only options related to sales will appear. Only option related to leads will appear. Only options related to traffic will appear. This is not good anyways. You have to get all the options. So make sure click on create an account without a campaign. Now, this is important interview question. Everything in Google Ads is important only. Each and every step is important. Now, this is an interview question. While creating a Google Ads account, what can never be changed again? Billing, time zone, and currency. These three things, once you click on submit, these three things can never be changed for this particular account. See, this is my account number, the 10 digits number. This is my account number. Every account will have a unique number. No two account will have a same number. So always remember, if you want, suppose you have a USA client, then change it to USA over here. Right now only it should change. You should not change later. You cannot change later. While creating the account only, you have to change it. Billing, time zone, and currency. If you click on submit, you can never go back and change these three things. So always remember, if you have to change it just now. So now click on submit. That's it. Congrats, you're all done. Explore your account. That means I have created my Google Ads account now. Click on explore your account. That's it. This is how your Google Ads account is going to appear. This is the interface of Google Ads account. You are not in expert mode. You are in normal mode only. So now that is you are in normal Google Ads account only. And this is how your Google Ads is going to appear. Your Google Ads account is going to appear. Now, what all did we do till now? We have created a Google Ads account by clicking on google.com/ads. After that, click on get started. Isn't it? After clicking on get started, never ever, there will be 4 options. Never ever click on next. Instead of clicking on it, next, scroll down and click on switch to export mode. In hurry, don't click on next. We'll go to express mode. After that, some options will appear. There you have to click on, in small letters it will be there, create an account without any goal. You have to click on this option. After clicking on create an account without any goal, time zone, currency, and what was that? Time, currency, and country. Country options will appear. If you want to change it right now. Otherwise, you cannot change it later. Then click on save or submit. Yeah, submit was there. Click on submit. After that, click on explore your account. That's it. Your Google Ads account will be created. Now my Google Ads account has been created. You can see the unique number over here. Now, if you want to see all my Google Ads account, you can just see all my Google Ads account over here. See, this is a setup in process. So I'm just deleting this particular account because I do not want that particular account. So I've just deleted that particular account over here, whatever the previous one we have created. Now, this is how my Google Ads account is going to appear. Now, the first thing is, see, like this, you will have, assume that you have 20 clients with you. This is one client, this is one client, this is one client, this is one client. See, how will you differentiate between two clients? Are you going to remember this 10-digit number? Suppose you have 20 clients. So 20 10-digits numbers. How will you remember? It will be difficult to remember. That is the reason how I have named here ODMP, Wedding Shot, Karnool Cab, OBS. How I have named over here blog.heygrow. Like this, you have to name your account. Suppose if you have a USA client, you have Australian client. Then for one account, give USA client, and for another account, you give Australian client as the name. It's up to you. Whatever name you want to give, you have to give that name because it is impossible to remember those many digits for n number of clients. So to give name to your Google Ads account, there is an option called Tools and Settings. Just go into this option called Tools and Settings. Under Tools and Settings, there is an option called Preferences. Preferences. Go into Preferences option. Now, under Preferences, here there is an option called Account Name. Just click on this and give an account name over here. ODMP. Whatever you want to give, it's up to you. What name you want to give, you can just differentiate. Now I have given the account name as ODMP India. That's it. Save. Now, if you refresh, if you go back, then here you can see that my account name will appear over here. Just click on refresh. Now see, ODMP India is appearing. Like this, you have to differentiate two different accounts. So name, how to give a name to your particular Google Ads account, just Tools and Settings, account, Preferences, and there accounts and account name will be there. Just go over there and give a name over here. That's it. Come back. Now, one more thing. Suppose if you want to give your access, Google Ads account access to somebody else, because now assume that you have your employee and you want your employee to run your ads for you. What you have to do? You cannot give your Gmail ID and password to him, right? At that time, you have to, instead of giving your Gmail ID and password, nobody will give the Gmail ID and password. So there is an option called access. How to give access to your particular person, maybe your friend or a client or your employee, whoever it is. Go to Tools and Settings. There is an option called Access and Security. Click on this option. Now see, I am the admin of this particular account. Now click on plus symbol. Always remember this plus symbol. Everywhere you will be having plus symbol in Google Ads account. To create campaign, to create ad group, to create keywords, everywhere plus symbol will be there. So this is the most important button in Google Ads. Always remember this button. So Tools and Settings, Access and Security, click on plus symbol. Now here you have to give the email address. Here you have to give the email address.
It's only Khush.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, here you have to give the email address over here. Then what do you want to give? You want to give only, suppose you want your client to pay money, then you can give only billing access to him. You want him to only read. Suppose you are afraid that some people might do some changes to your account. At that time, only give them read only access. If you want to give them some everything, that means see everything you can see over here. Suppose if you given a access for only email only, what they can do, they can just view your reports. That means what all you have created, they can just view that. If you give only billing access, then they can view the billing information and they can edit billing information. Read only access, what they can do, they can read everything. That means campaigns, they can read reports, they can read everything access will be there. The only thing is they cannot edit anything if you give the read only access. If you give standard access, everything they can do, but they cannot edit users, managers, and product links and all. So if you give the admin access, same like me, whatever I am doing, you can also do. So for now, I'm giving some read only access. Click on send invitation. So now you'll be getting an email that I have sent you an invitation. If you accept that email, what will happen? You can access through to this particular Google Ads account. In your desktop also, you will be seeing my Google Ads account. And you can open my Google Ads account and you can see whatever is happening. Now just click on accept this invitation, Kushal. Pranita, what else is there in email ID?
Pranita.Marganti. Yeah.
Send invitation. Now you both will get the invitation. If you now you'll be getting a email. If you accept that, then here you can see your both names over here under my name. That's it. This is how you have to give invitation to any of your friends or your employees so that they can have access to your account. And if they want to, or suppose you want them to run ads, you can give the admin access. Suppose you want them to just see what all you have done, then you can give the read only access. It's up to you, whatever access you want to give, that access you can give to them. Now suppose you have accepted, just assume that here the status is awaiting response. Assume that you both have accepted. Then here action will be remove access. Same whatever you are seeing over here, same access, same thing will be there over here. Then at that time I can click on remove access and then I can remove your access also. It's in my hands. So it's up to me whether I want to keep it like that or whether I want to remove it. This is how you have to give access to somebody else. To give access, one more time, tools and settings, access and security. Under access and security, there is an option called plus. Click on plus symbol, give the email address and what access you want, email, billing, read only, standard, admin, whatever you want, give it. Click on send invitation. They'll be getting an email. They have to click on that particular email. After that, they'll be having an access to your Google Ads account. So what all we have learned till now? We have learned how to give access, that is how to give name to your Google Ads account and how to give the name, Pranita? Under tools and settings, what option is there? Under tools and settings, preferences. Under preferences, account name. Tools and settings, preferences, account name. Just go through the videos, guys. After the class, we have weekend, right? Just go through the videos. Tools and settings, preferences, account name. Here, give the account name and click on save. That's it. And how to give access to somebody? Tools and settings. After tools and settings, access and security, and give their email address over there. Access and security, email address, then click on save or submit, whatever it is there. Send invitation option is there, right? Send invitation. Then an email will go to them. If they click on it, then they'll also have the access to your account, and you can keep it like that or you can remove the access also. It's in your hand. These both things we have learned. So first, create your account, give the name to your account. If you want to give the access to somebody, give the access to somebody. Now coming to the search network campaign. Now, till now everything is clear, right? First, Google Ads account, name, access. Is it clear? If it is clear, then we'll create search network campaign, basic campaign. Kushal, are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to create a search network campaign. So click on new campaign over here. There is a symbol called plus symbol is there. I have already told you, right? Plus symbol everywhere. So click on new campaign here or here, wherever you want, you have to click on new campaign. Now, here, select the goal that would make this campaign successful for you. Never ever select any goal over here. Just click on create a campaign without a goal. See, when we were creating an account, you have to not click on this option because under this, there one more option will be there over here. Create an account without any goal. On that option, you have to click while creating an account. But I have already created my account. So now no need to search for that particular option. Create an account without a goal. Do not search for that option. That option will not be there. Directly click on create a campaign without a goals guidance. Why I'm not clicking on any option? Because if you click on a particular option, only particular thing, now something related to sales option only will appear while creating a campaign. I do not want like that. I want all options to appear. So this is the best one. Create a campaign without a goal. Always, whenever you are creating your live campaigns by adding budget and everything, also do not go for these options. Always create a campaign without a goals guidance. Afterwards, while create a campaign, we will be giving the goal. Right now, do not give the goal. Now, he is asking which type of campaign you want to create. Search campaign, display campaign, shopping, video, app, smart, local, and discovery. Smart, local, and discovery, just 2 to 3 years ago, these all things have come. But no need to create smart, local, and discovery. Smart campaign, what happens is everything will be under Google's control. So before there was no benefit with smart campaign, but these days people are telling that there is somewhat benefit. Discovery is about YouTube and Gmail. No need to create discovery and local also. These 3 things used to be there in these 5 things only, but now they have just differentiated. So do not click on any of this. Now today we are going to create a basic search campaign, right? So click on search. Now select the goal. First thing, create a campaign without a goals guidance. Then select which campaign you are creating. Search network campaign I am creating. So I have clicked on search. If you are creating display, then you have to click on display, shopping, video, app. So I have clicked on search. Select the results that you want to get from this campaign. No need to select anything. Click on continue. Now, where is our Google Ads structure? Over here. Did we create our Google Ads account? We have created our Google Ads account. First step is done. Second step, what is the second step? Campaign we have to create. So now I'm going to create a campaign only. Go to search network. Yeah, go to your Google Ads account. Now the type is search. That means search network we are creating. Now he's telling first creator, give a campaign name. Now over here, give a campaign name. Anything. Now Hyderabad campaign I'm creating, right? So I'll give the Hyderabad campaign. Yesterday we have done this, right? ODMT account I have created. I'm creating my Hyderabad campaign now. So click on Hyderabad. Just by writing Hyderabad over here, that does not mean that you're targeting Hyderabad. This is just a name. You can give your name, anybody else's name over here. This is just a name. This does not mean you're targeting directly Hyderabad over here. Afterwards, you have to target. This is just a campaign name. Now here comes what exactly I meant yesterday. Here, what I have told yesterday. In search network, where is it? Yeah. Ad appears on, majorly it appears on SCRP, but sometimes 2 options will be by default checked by Google. That means you have to unclick those 2 options. Otherwise, you'll be losing your money. Otherwise, your advertisement might be appearing on Google Display Partner websites or on any other platform. Here is the 2 options. He is telling networks, ad can appear on Google search results and other Google sites when people search for terms that are relevant to your keywords. Always uncheck these 2 options. Never ever check these 2 options. You will be losing your money. On some other search platforms also your ad is going to appear. Here on some Google Display Partner websites also your ad is going to appear. By default, these both were checked. Always uncheck these 2 options. Otherwise, you'll be losing your money. That's it. Now show more settings. Let's not do it today. This is advanced options. For now, we'll be creating basic search campaign. Then comes locations and languages. See, again, I have told you, Google is smart. Though Google is trustworthy platform, still it is smart and try to take money from you whenever they have a chance. By clicking these 2 options by default, it is trying to take money. Here also, by checking on all countries and territories by default, It is trying to take money from the advertiser. Why will you target all countries, whole world will you target for your particular campaign? No, right? So do not click on all countries. By default, your ad will appear to all country people and you'll be losing money. Some irrelevant people also will be clicking on your advertisement. So suppose assume that my institute is in Hyderabad. Now this ad is appearing to USA person. Do you think from USA that person is going to come to Hyderabad and is going to join the course? No. So at that time, your ad is going to appear on all the countries. So do not click on all the countries. And India, suppose you want to target whole India, then you can click on whole India. Now, instead of whole India, if you want to click on particular location, now suppose I want to click only target Hyderabad. So I can target Hyderabad like this. Then Hyderabad target. Then my ad will appear to only Hyderabad people. Now in Hyderabad also, I want to target, that means advanced targeting I want to do. I want to target only one area people. At that time, click on advanced search. Now here you have to mention, I want to target Panchagutta people and one sec. Okay, as of now, we are unable to see Panchagutta over here, but you can target with the help of particular area and you can target with the help of particular radius also. Okay, let me check like this. Yeah, see, instead of location, when you click on location, you are only able to target particular state. But if you click on radius, then you can target particular city also. Same like, suppose in Hyderabad, I want to target Panchagutta. And in Panchagutta, I want to target 20 kilometers around Panchagutta. See, now only Panchagutta map you're able to see over here. Panchagutta and Amirpet, all these places. That means near to Panchagutta places I'm targeting. Now reduce it to some, instead of 10 kilometers, I want to target 10 kilometers around Panchagutta. So Panchagutta I'm targeting and I'm targeting 10 kilometers around Panchagutta. So click on save. That's it. This is how you have to target. One more time, I'll tell you. Click on advanced search. After that, click on radius and which place you want to target, you have to mention over here. Suppose you want to target Panchagutta, then I'll target only Panchagutta over here. 20 meters around Panchagutta. Then I want to target Dilshuk Nagar. Then what I'll be doing, again, I'm targeting Dilshuk Nagar, Hyderabad, and 20 meters around Dilshuk Nagar. You can just change 10 to 10 or kilometers. It's up to you how many. If you want to change, you can just change it over here. You can do it to 10 and you can do it to kilometers. I'm targeting one more place. LB Nagar I'm targeting. Click on target. Now 10 kilometers around LB Nagar, 20 meters around Dilshuk Nagar, 20 meters around Panchagutta. Click on save. Now see my targeted locations. These three are my targeted locations. So like this, you can filter your audience. You can target all countries, but it's of no use. You lose your money. You can target whole India, or you can target particular city like Hyderabad or Bangalore like that. But in Hyderabad and Bangalore also, you want to target a particular place, then you have to click on advanced search, then click on radius, and that's it. That particular area name you have to type, and you want to target kilometers or meters, it's up to you. Click on save. That's it. This is how you have to target. Now locations options are there. Do not go right now. Let's not go into that. That's advanced option. Now comes languages. Select the languages that your customers speak. Obviously, by default, English will be there. Just keep it English only. But now, suppose you want to target Tamilians in Hyderabad. You're targeting Hyderabad people, right? But in Hyderabad, Telugu speaking people will be there, Tamil speaking people will be there, Kannada speaking people will be there, all these people will be there. Suppose your brand is related to some Tamil audience and all. At that time, if you want to target only Tamil people, then what you have to do? Here, so many languages are there. Just search for Tamil and click on Tamil over here. So you'll be targeting Tamil audience. Select the languages that your customers speak. Which Tamil audience will you target? Will you target the ones who are staying in Tamil Nadu? No, I have targeted Hyderabad people. That means Tamilians who are staying in Dilshuk Nagar, in LB Nagar and Panchagutta. Only for those Tamilians only my ad will appear. Just because I'm typing Tamil over here, that just because I'm selecting the language as Tamil, that does not mean my ad is going to appear on Tamil to people of Tamil Nadu, because I have selected my location as only Hyderabad. So my ad is going to appear to the people, to the Tamilians who are staying in Hyderabad. So you have to understand this location and languages. But no need to select Tamil, Kannada like that. Just keep it as English. That is enough. Leave audience segment as of now. Now coming to budget. Set your average daily budget. I have explained you. While talking about the disadvantages of Google Ads, I have told you, what if you get 1,000 clicks? Assume that your CPC is 100 and you have got 1,000 clicks. Then you will not be able to pay 1 lakh rupees. At that time, Google has come up with a thing called daily budget. That daily budget option only you are able to see over here. You have to mention daily budget. It's up to you. According to you, how much you can spend per day, according to your budget, how much money you can spend, that much money you have to enter over here. Now assume that I am ready to spend 1,000 rupees per day. Set your average daily budget. I'm able to spend 1,000 rupees per day. That's it. Now click on, now there is an option called bidding. Budget is simple. Daily budget you have to enter 500, 1,000, 2,000, up to you. What is your budget according to that? Then comes bidding. Bidding is a whole different topic. Here, what do you focus on is there? Clicks is there. Instead of this option, there is an option called or select a bid strategy directly. Not recommend, but click on this. That is only recommended. Now, when you click on it, see, it was like this. It was like this. Do not do anything over here. Click on or select a bid strategy directly. Here it is telling not recommended. Why it is telling not recommended? Because Google tries to take money from you. That is the reason it is telling not recommended. But you have to be smart enough to click on this option. Then only you will not lose your money unnecessarily. So click on this particular option. Now comes select your bidding strategy. Now I'll explain you the bidding. Wait. Now here by default maximize click is there. Just click on this option. Now automated bid strategy is there. Manual bid strategy is there. That means there are two kinds of biddings. There are two kinds of biddings. Now understand this topic. This is a whole different topic and very important topic. Bidding types. We know that CPV, CPI, CPM, CPC, all these are bidding types. But in this bidding also, there are two types of bidding, that is manual and one more is automated. What is manual bidding? What exactly is manual bidding? Now assume that your budget is that for one click, that means your CPC is 40 rupees. You are telling to Google that I can only spend 40 rupees per click. That's it. Now Google will not increase your amount. It will be 40 only. That means whatever you tell to Google, Google will accept that. Manual bidding is under your hands, is in your hands. You are in the control of your bidding. But automated bidding, Google will take the control of your bidding. That is the difference between manual bidding and automated bidding. Manual, you are in control, whereas automated bidding, Google is in control. Now I'll tell you which bidding to choose. Now assume that you're telling to Google that according to my budget, I can only pay 40 rupees per click. That means my CPC is 40 rupees. But what is the guarantee that your competitor is paying 39 rupees? How can you tell your competitor is paying 39 rupees? Do you know that this person is paying 39 rupees? Assume that Digital Nest is paying 40 rupees and this digital.in is paying some 39 rupees. But how can you tell this person is paying 39 rupees? You never know your competitor how much he's paying. But instead of 39 rupees, what if he's paying some 10 rupees only? What if he's paying 10 rupees? He's not paying, let's assume your competitor is paying 10 rupees. You will never know how much your competitor is paying. That is the drawback of manual bidding. As I've already told you, you will never know how much your competitor is paying. Now assume that you have reduced your So as I told you, you'll never know how much your competitor is paying. And I told you that you are paying some 40 and your competitor is paying 10 rupees. You are in the loss of 30 rupees. So if you go for manual bidding, how manual bidding works is you have to go like this. First, start with 1 rupee. First, start with 1 rupee. Then see where your ad is appearing. Suppose for 1 rupee, your ad is appearing at 7th position. Then go for 2 rupees. As I have already told you, Google Ads bidding is a continuous bidding. Every hour, every minute, every second you can bid. Then again see where you are appearing. Assume that you are appearing for 1 rupee, you are appearing at 7th position. Then change it to 2 rupees. Then you are appearing at 6th position. What does that mean? The person at 7th position is paying 1 rupee now. Now assume that. Okay, no, just leave that. First start with 1 rupee. Assume that you are appearing on 7th position. Then go for 2 rupees. Then you will be appearing on 6th position. Then again increase to 3 rupees. Then assume that you are appearing on 5th position. Then assume that you have paid some 10 rupees and you are appearing on 4th position. Like that, assume that for 14 rupees you are appearing on 1st position. What does that mean? Your competitor is paying some 13 rupees because for 14 rupees you are coming at 1st position. That is see, manual bidding, as I told you, you are in the control. There is a lot of problem with manual bidding. You can never predict how much your competitor is paying. Obviously you can never predict for automated bidding also, but the thing is, if you go for manual bidding, you have to start with 1 rupee only. First start with 1 rupee, then see where you are appearing. Assume that you are appearing at 7th position. That means obviously you have to appear on top on SCRP. Then you go and increase your budget to 2 rupees. Then you are appearing at 6th position. Then increase it to 3 rupees, 5th position. Let's assume for 10 rupees you are appearing at 4th position. Now let's assume for 14 rupees you are appearing at 1st position. That means your competitor is paying 13 rupees. Now, if you increase 1 rupee here, what is the problem? 1 rupee you have to increase. This is a major drawback of manual bidding. 1 rupee you have to increase, then only you will understand how much your competitor is paying. If I increase 1 rupee and for 14 rupees, if I'm appearing on 1st position, what does that mean? This person is paying 13 rupees. But who has that much time to increase 1 rupee? This is the first drawback of manual bidding. The second drawback of manual bidding is, assume that I told you that if you are paying 14 rupees by increasing 1 rupee, you are coming at 1st position and your competitor is paying 13 position. That is, by increasing the amount, you will understand that your competitor is paying 13 rupees. Now, assume that suddenly your competitor has some budget issues and he is unable to pay 13 rupees per click. That means his CPC is 13 rupees and he is unable to pay his CPC 13 rupees per click. So what will happen? Suddenly he will assume that he has reduced his amount to 5 rupees per click. Your competitor CPC I am talking about. Assume your competitor is at loss, this person is at loss and he has reduced his CPC to 5 rupees. But will you know that he has reduced his CPC? You are paying 14 rupees and you are coming at top of SCRP and your competitor was paying 13 rupees, but suddenly your competitor has some budget issues and he has reduced his CPC. He will compromise his position. That means obviously his position will go down, but still because of budget issues, he is reducing his amount. At that time, you will never get notified that your competitor has reduced his CPC. Just because your competitor is paying 13 rupees, you have to pay 14 rupees. But if your competitor is paying 5 rupees, you have to pay 6 rupees, right? You have to be 1 rupee above your competitor. What is, you have to pay 1 rupee above your competitor. But you'll never this Digital Nest will never get notified that 2digital.in has reduced its CPC. So that is the major drawback of manual CPC. There is a thing called actual CPC. What is actual CPC? Actual CPC is competitor CPC plus 1 rupee plus 1 rupee. That means now actual CPC of Digital Nest is 14 rupees and that 14 rupees, how will Digital Nest calculate his actual CPC? Competitor CPC plus 1 rupee. What is competitor CPC? 13 rupees is competitor CPC plus 1 rupee is 14 rupees. To calculate your actual CPC, for now, this is the formula. Afterwards, we will change the formula. But for now, This is the formula. Actual CPC is competitor CPC plus 1 rupee. Google does not calculate in rupees, so you have to tell $0.1. Just to let you guys know, I have told 1 rupee. So actual CPC is competitor CPC plus $0.1. So manual CPC has lots and lots of drawbacks. Drawbacks in the sense, there is lots and lots of hard work. First, you have to start with 1 rupee. Increase 1 rupee and see where you are coming. If you are coming on top position, that means, suppose you are coming for 14 rupees on top position, then that means your competitor is paying 13 rupees. So you'll be wasting your time over here. That is one drawback. One more drawback is, even if this person reduces amount to 5 rupees, you have to pay 6 rupees, right? Because your competitor is paying 5 rupees, you have to pay 6 rupees. But still, you will be paying 14 rupees only, because you will never get notification from Google that your competitor has reduced his CPC. That is the drawback of manual CPC. And you are in the control. Now coming to automated CPC, that is automated bidding. What exactly is automated bidding? Automated in the bidding in the sense, Google is under the control, and what happens over here is, suppose you tell to Google that you're okay with paying 10 rupees per click. That means your CPC is 10 rupees per click. Google will tell, wait 1 second. Suppose assume that your competitor is paying 10 rupees per click. That means TwoDigital.in is paying 10 rupees per click. Your Google will tell you to pay 11 rupees. Now assume that your competitor is paying 20 rupees. Google will tell you to pay 21 rupees. That means even if you tell 50 rupees, Google will tell 51 rupees. You pay 60 rupees, Google will tell 61 rupees only. That means there is no control over here. Even if you tell 500 rupees, Google will tell you to pay 501 rupees over here in automated bidding. This is the drawback in automated bidding. No matter how much amount you tell, Google will try to take more amount from you only. If you tell 10, Google will tell 11. If you tell 20, Google will tell 21. If you tell 500 also, Google will tell 501. If you tell 1000 also, Google will tell pay 1000 rupees plus 1 rupee. So to overcome this drawback, Google has come up with a thing called maximum CPC. Maximum CPC. What exactly is maximum CPC? Maximum CPC in the sense, you have to mention to Google that in what range you can pay the amount. That means according to your budget, you have to tell Google that in this range, I am okay with the amount. Now suppose you are telling to Google that you are okay with paying 80 rupees per click. That means your maximum CPCs up till 80 rupees, you are okay with paying per click. Like that, you have to tell to Google maximum CPC. How much you can spend per click, you have to tell. This is not actual amount. Actually, you're not telling that only 80 rupees I'll be paying per click. You're telling that from 1 rupee to 80 rupees, I'm able to pay for a click. Like that, you have to tell to Google maximum CPC. This is not actual CPC. Actual CPC is different. Maximum CPC is different. Maximum in the sense from 1 rupee to 80 rupees, I'm okay with paying. Like that, you have to tell to Google. To overcome this drawback, Google has come up with a thing called maximum CPC, and you have to mention whatever the amount you are comfortable with spending, you have to mention over here. Now assume that I have told to Google that I am okay with spending up till 80 rupees. Now Google will tell, now assume that your competitor is paying 10 rupees. Google will tell 11 rupees. 20 rupees, Google will tell 21. 30, Google will tell 31. 50, 51. 60, 61, Google will tell. Assume that your competitor is paying 70, Google will tell you to pay 71. But if your competitor is paying 79 rupees, Google will tell you to pay 80 rupees. But if your competitor is paying some 81 rupees, assume that your competitor is paying 81 rupees. Google will never tell you, never ask you to pay 82 rupees, because you have set the limit over here. You are telling that according to my budget, my limit is just 80 rupees per click. That means I can only spend 80 rupees per click. I cannot spend more than 80 rupees because I do not have that much money. I cannot spend more than 80 rupees. So until 80 rupees, Google will increase the bidding. But if the competitor is telling 81 rupees, Google will not tell you to pay 82 rupees. This is wrong. Google will tell you that only 80 rupees you pay. Google will tell. But you have to compromise your position over here. your competitor might be on first position because he's paying 81 rupees. You will be at second position because you are paying 80 rupees. Like this, you have to set your maximum CPC. To overcome this drawback, Google has come up with a thing called maximum CPC. If your competitor is telling 10, Google will tell 11. If your competitor is telling 79, Google will tell 80. But if your competitor is telling 81 rupees, that is more than your maximum CPC, Google will never ask you to pay 82 rupees. Your limit is 80 only. So you have to compromise your position over here, but still your money will not be increased. This is how automated bidding works. And one more benefit with the automated bidding is the major benefit is maximum CPC. One more benefit is, now assume that same like this. See here, I told you this person, instead of paying 13 rupees, he has reduced to 5 rupees. Here also assume that your competitor, instead of paying 81 rupees with some budget issues or anything, he has reduced his CPC. Assume that your competitor has reduced his CPC to 60 rupees. Automatically Google will reduce your CPC also. See, you are paying, because he is paying 81 rupees, you are paying 80 rupees, right? You never know how much your competitor is paying, but all these things Google will know. 10, 20, 30, 50, all these things Google will know, right? Google will know how much each and every person is paying. So assume that your competitor is paying 81, but still, because you have set the maximum CPC, you will be paying 80 only. Google will never ask you to pay more than your maximum CPC. The one more benefit is, assume that because of budget issues, your competitor has reduced his CPC to 60 rupees. Then Google will reduce your CPC from 80 to 61. That is the major benefit of automated bidding. Instead of paying 80 rupees, your bidding also will be reduced to, your CPC will also reduce to 61 rupees. Google will automatically reduce your amount. So the major benefit of automated bidding is maximum CPC. And according to your competitor, your CPC will also decrease if he is decreasing his bidding. So there is a difference between manual CPC and automated CPC. Now, always go for automated bidding only. Give the control to Google for bidding, because you never know how much your competitor is paying. If you go for manual bidding, you will just waste your money. That means you'll just waste your time and you'll just waste your money also. By increasing and decreasing the budget, by increasing and decreasing the CPC only, your time will go and you will not get leads. So don't waste your time. Always go for automated bidding. By default, Google will show manual bidding. Click on this particular option and be smart enough and click on maximum automated bid strategies. Do not click on manual bid strategies. Always go for automated bidding. Now, conversion, impression, all these things leave as of now. Go for maximize click. This is the best option. Blindly click on this option. If you click this option, see, sets bids to help you get the most clicks within your budget. That means whatever the budget is, if you go for maximize clicks option, you will be getting more number of clicks. So always go for automated bidding, and under automated bidding, click on maximize clicks. Now I have told you, right? You have to mention how much maximum CPC you are giving to Google. That means how much limit you are setting. So you have to set the limit. Click on set a maximum cost per click bid limit. Now maximum CPC, I'm giving it as some 80 rupees. Now if my competitor is telling 81, Google will not tell 82. Google will keep it as 80 only. So always in bidding options, there are two kinds of bidding, manual and automated. Always go for automated bidding. Under automated bidding, select maximum clicks. Sorry, that is maximize clicks. Under maximize clicks, select this option and give the maximum CPC. How much, what is your budget? According to your budget, set the limit over here. Extensions is a whole different topic. Click on save and continue. Just watch the videos, guys. Now, we have completed with the campaign level. Where is our structure? Google Ads account, campaign. Now we are in the third level, that is ad group level. See over here, campaign, select campaign settings, we are done. Now we are in the setup ad groups. We are in the ad group level. Give some name to your ad group, any random name. Some random name you give over here, it's up to you. No, I'll be giving SEO as my name, because what is an ad group? Ad group is a service, right? Here in Hyderabad, we have targeted particular locations, Panchagutta, Dilshanagar and all. If you want to target whole Hyderabad, you should have targeted whole Hyderabad. Okay, campaign level is done. First we are doing for Hyderabad, right? So we have selected Hyderabad, we have given location, that is done. We are in the ad group level. What is an ad group? Ad group is a service. So you have to select the service. So I have given the name as SEO. What are the service I'm providing? I have to give that name. So my first ad group is SEO. Now, these two options, leave it as of now. Now enter the keywords. What is the fourth option? Campaign, ad group, keywords. For which keywords you want your ad to appear, you have to mention over here. Now I'm mentioning it as like that. You have to mention some keywords. As of now, I'm mentioning some random keywords, but I'll tell you there is a topic called keyword match types. In keyword match types, if you learn keyword match types, you'll be understanding what kind of keywords to use. As of now, I'm giving some normal keywords. Best SEO courses in Hyderabad, SEO training in Hyderabad. Like this, you have to give some n number of keywords. Let's not waste our time. Just give some n number of keywords over here. Now, that's it. I have given an ad group name. My ad group name is SEO. And I have given some keyword over here. And I'll give some one more keyword over here. Let's add one more keyword. It's in Hyderabad with 100% placement guarantee. See, if you are providing placement guarantee, then only use this keyword. Otherwise, please do not use this keyword. You will unnecessarily lose your amount. Yeah, like this, enter some more keywords. SEO courses in Hyderabad with some 100% placement guarantee. Go to Uber Suggest and enter some keywords as of now, but I'm not going to Uber Suggest. Let's not waste our time. Now, what all are done? Account we have created our campaign, we have selected our location. After that, we have given our ad group name, that is SEO. After that, we are entering some keywords. For which keywords we want our ad to appear, we are entering those keywords. Now, suppose, see, we have created two campaigns over here, right? Hyderabad campaign is there, Chennai campaign is there. Under Hyderabad, we are providing 3 different courses. That means 3 ad groups are there: SEO, Google Ads, and social media. I have only created for social media. I have to create for Google Ads also. I have to create for, sorry, I've only created for SEO. I have to create my ad group for Google Ads, and I have to create my ad group for social media also. So just, there is a plus option over here. Again, see, everywhere plus option will be there. Just click over here. Now this is ad group 2. This was ad group 1, that is my SEO. Click on ad group 2. This will be my Google Ads. I'm just copying these words. As of now, we are only creating basic search campaign. So now, if you want to create for social media, again, you have to click on plus symbol over here. I'm not creating for social media. If you want to create, again, click on plus. Again, ad group 3 will be there over here. Just give some name, social media, enter the keywords. Click on save and continue. Now the fourth step, that is the third step over here, that is create your ad. Now you have to give this title and you have to give this description. These things, these are known as extensions. Leave it as of now. Title and description will be giving as of now. Go back to your account. See, what is the fourth step? The last one, campaign, ad group, keyword. We have created campaign, Hyderabad. Ad group, we have selected SEO. We have given SEO, we are done, and we are done with Google Ads also. And we have given some keywords for SEO and we have given some keywords for Google Ads. Now we'll be creating our advertisement. Now see, for Google Ads, one advertisement I have to create. Again, for SEO, one more advertisement I have to create. So just enter your website URL over here. Whichever the website is there, just enter that website URL over here. I don't know if it will take ODMT because we do not have any hosting as of now. I'm taking this website URL, copy it, paste it over here. Now see, this website is not a HTTPS website. That means this is not a secured website. Always, when you are trying to run ads, always use secured websites. See over here, it is showing like this. So always use secure websites. Do not use any random websites. Sometimes you'll be losing money if you use some unsecured websites. Obviously, I'm not giving any budget. This is just for practice. See, now there is no that mark over here because it is an secured website. Display path later I'll explain. Now, give some headline over here. By default, if you observe over here, only 2 headlines are going to appear, 1 headline and 2 headlines. But Google Ads will ask you to enter n number of headlines, at least some 9 headlines. Why? Because what Google Ads will do is Google Ads will do some A by B testing. What exactly is A by B testing? They will try different combination. First 2 headlines combination, second and third headline combination, fourth and fifth, like that. They'll be trying different combinations. And for whichever combination you are getting more number of clicks, that ad will be appearing finally on SERP. So that is the reason always give more number of headlines. Do not give only 2 headlines over here. Always give more number of headlines. See, according to your website, because I have given your website URL over here, by default it is recommending me some headlines over here. It's up to you whether you want to take those headlines. You can take those headlines. But as of now, I'm giving some normal headlines over here. This is Google Ads or SEO? This is Google Ads. So give some headline over here. I will give it as always give n number of headlines. Okay, it is taking 35. So best, we will remove best Google Ads course in Hyderabad. Then one more headline I have to give. Some normal headline you give so that it looks attractive. Then one more headline you have to give. Don't be lazy, always give a number of headlines. It is good for you only. And one more thing, while giving headlines and descriptions, I'm sorry, make sure every word starting letter is a capital letter because that looks good. And just because I'm telling every word starting letter should be capital letter, that does not mean every whole sentence only should be in capitals. If you give whole sentence in capitals, Google will simply reject your ad. Do not do that. But always make sure, see, every letter capital, it is going to look good and it will look more attractive, and maybe you'll be getting more number of clicks also. So every letter first, that means every word's first letter should be capital. Don't worry, this is not any English exam. So for in also, give the starting letter as capitals. So work on live projects I have given. See, observe the average. See, ad strength is telling it is an average. Before giving anything, it will be in under poor. Now it has come to average. What is telling? Add more headlines is telling. Include popular keywords in your headlines. Make your headlines more unique. Make your descriptions more unique, because we have not given descriptions here, no descriptions, and add more headlines is telling. So I'll be adding more headlines over here. Work on live projects I have given, right? So now let me get freelancing projects. Whatever you are providing, that only you should give. Don't give anything just like that. Freelancing. Yeah. Learn the art of blogging. And what else? One more headline is asking, right? Let me write enroll for free demo. Setting your Google Ads will take some time actually. Now, if you want to add more headlines, you add more headlines. But as of now, these headlines are enough. But if you want to add, you please add more headlines. We are running out of time. Now, for Google Ads, I'm creating this advertisement, not for SEO. Now, Google Ads is done. You have to add some description over here. See, this is a preview of your advertisement. This is how it is going to appear on SERP. Your website name, see that the combinations are changing. Like this, Google will do A/B testing. Whichever combination is getting more clicks, finally that combination only will appear on SERP. Now I have to give description 1, description 2. Let me give some descriptions over here. Again, just because I have entered your website URL, it is providing me some, by default, it is providing me some descriptions. It is up to you. If you want to take those descriptions, you can take. But as of now, I'm giving some my own description. Okay, it has been 101, right? So this I'll keep in a new description. For a free demo, and okay, I have given some 2 descriptions over. If you want to give more descriptions, you can give. See, now make your descriptions more unique. It is ticked. If you want to give more headlines, he's recommending you to give more headlines, but as of now, I'm not giving. Include some popular keywords, just do keyword research and include some popular keywords over here and add more headlines. Now my ad strength is average. Generally, as I have told you, this is Google platform. They will change the interface according to their wish. Generally, this is the first time when I'm using Google Ads. Here, this all things are appearing. Otherwise, these all things will be appearing over here. But today it is not appearing. It is up till person to person, it will be changing. Now it is appearing like this. For you, it might be appearing. These all things might be appearing over here. So don't think why it is appearing like that. It is just their platform, they'll be changing. Now see how my ad is going to appear. This is my title, this is my description. Same like this, it is going to appear on SERP. These all people have created their Google Ads same like how we have created now. Now I have only created for Google Ads, but I have to create for SEO also, right? Then again for SEO, this is SEO. See my ad preview you can see over here. Again for SEO you have to create. Again give your website URL over here. Then give some headlines. Again, same headlines I'm giving as of now. Instead of Google Ads, I'll just give, in the place of Google Ads, I'll be giving some SEO. Let's do it faster. Best SEO in. For headlines, every word capital, just try to keep it capital as of now. And maybe somewhere I'm missing it. See, just by applying my headlines, the preview of the text is changing on the right side, the preview of your advertisement. Just see that. For the first time, it might look difficult, but trust me, it is very easy. Just you should know which keywords to target. There only everything is there. Other than that, everything is really easy. If you know which keywords to target, then done. You are perfect with Google Ads. In Monday's class, I'll tell you keyword match types, then you will understand. All these things just by, see, just if you use some logic, all these things you'll be creating by yourself only. Just click on next options, whatever is asking, enter those options. There is nothing difficult in these things. Okay, I have given this headlines and I have given description. You can see the preview over here, how my ad is going to appear. He's telling you to add more headlines and everything. The ad strength is poor, so you have to add some more headlines, add some more descriptions, then everything will be good over here. If it is good, it's okay, but as of now, no need to. This is just a basic search campaign, right? So no need to worry. It's okay. That's it. I have created. For Google Ads, I have created. This is which campaign? Hyderabad campaign. Only for Hyderabad campaign I have done. Again, I have to do for Bangalore campaign also, whatever it is. Bangalore or Chennai, whatever we have taken. Again, for Chennai also I have to do for SEO, I have to go for Google Ads. Whatever the process I have done for SEO, give some ad group name, SEO. Again, under ad group, I have to create campaign. Sorry, I have to give the keywords, particular keywords for SEO and particular keywords for Google Ads. After that, I have to create advertisement. That is, I have to give title for SEO and description for SEO, and I have to give title and description for Google Ads also. Again, these two, this same process, whatever we have done for Hyderabad, we have to do for Chennai also. So just click on done. Save and continue. The word two ads which we have created for two ad groups. Checking your campaign. That's it. Publish your campaign. You can see 1,000 rupees per day, bid strategy, maximize clicks and everything. That's it. Ads can't be reviewed. Ads will be shown to customers. Campaign submitted. Why ads can't be reviewed as of now? I told you, right? Google will review your campaign. They will disapprove or they will approve. Why? Because we have not paid the money, isn't it? Your account cannot show ads. To start running your ads, enter your billing information. I have not done billing information. That means I have not paid any amount. That is the reason my ad can't be reviewed. But this is how you have to create your search network campaigns. I have only created for what? Only for Hyderabad campaign I have created. But I have to create for so many, for Chennai campaign also I have to create again. So see, go into ads and extensions, you will see seeing your ads. Under ads and extensions, if you click on ads, you'll be seeing your advertisements. Extensions, leave it. Extension is a different topic. This is my Google Ads advertisement, and this is my SEO advertisement. And campaign is Hyderabad campaign. Just click on it. Then you are under Hyderabad campaign. How many ad groups we have created? That is, how many services we have created? We have created two services, Google Ad service and SEO service. Two services we have created. So campaign, ad group, and our advertisements. That's it. If you want to see the keywords, whatever the keywords you have mentioned, then click on keywords. Now see, Google Ads in, please see, now what is this option? Not eligible, low search volume. I'll tell you later. As of now, if you click on keywords, then you can see the keywords over here. What all keywords we have used? We have used for Google Ads, we have used these keywords. For SEO, we have used these keywords. So all the keywords you will see over here in keywords. If you want to see the keywords, then you have to click on keywords. If you want to see the advertisement, whatever you have created, you have to click on ads. If when you click on ads, you will see all the ads, whatever you have created. Then if you want to see the ad group, then click on ad group and Google Ad SEO. These are the ad groups which we have created. What is the campaign we have created? We have created Hyderabad campaign. Like this, you have to create the campaigns. So only for Hyderabad we have created as of now, but if you want to create, we have to create for Chennai also, but we do not have time as of now, but we'll create again when we are creating advanced search campaign, we'll create that day. So make sure you create your Google Ads account, give some name to your Google Ads account, just check whether you can give access to somebody else or not, and create a search network campaign, basic search network campaign, and come. That's it. Again, go to overview. You can see the overview over here. That's it. That's it. View one campaign, you want to view the campaign, you can see the view the campaign. Now you want to create a new campaign. I have only created for Hyderabad, right? But I have to create Chennai also. Suppose you want to target Chennai, you want to target Hyderabad. Again, click on campaign. As I have already clicked on campaign, again click on new campaign. Again, follow the process. Create a campaign without a goal. Again, search network, do not select anything. Click on continue. And here campaign name should be, you can give any random name, but as of now I'm giving Chennai. Just by giving any random name, that does not mean you're targeting Chennai over here. It is just a name. So Chennai. And always uncheck these two options. Make a habit of unchecking these two options, otherwise you lose money. And here, enter another location. Here you have to select Chennai. In Hyderabad, when we are doing for Hyderabad, we have done advanced research. As of now, I'm doing normal. Chennai I have selected. Do not select all countries. Unnecessarily, you'll be losing money. Locations are options, leave as of now. Keep it English, it is okay. And here you have to ensure the budget, 1,000 rupees per day. There for Google, that is for Hyderabad campaign, I'm ready to spend 1,000 rupees per day. Again for Chennai campaign also, I'm ready to spend 1,000 rupees per day. Again, by default, this option will appear. Always click on this option. Though they are telling not recommended, you have to be smart enough to click on that option. Again, click over here. What you want to take? Automated bidding, manual bidding. Never ever go for manual bidding. Unnecessarily, you'll lose your time and you lose your money also. Always go for automated bidding, and maximize click is the best option. Here you have to tell the maximize click. Now, if I'm telling 80 rupees, now what will happen? What is a CPC? If I'm telling maximum CPC is 80 rupees, Pranita, tell me what is a CPC? My CPC is 80 rupees per click. For one click, if somebody clicks on my advertisement, 80 rupees will be deducted from my account. Is that what is going to happen? If somebody clicks on my advertisement, here I'm telling maximum CPC is 80 rupees. Assume that this is my advertisement and I have clicked, somebody else has clicked on my advertisement. Will 80 rupees be deducted from my account? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. 80 rupees will not get deducted. What I told, 80 rupees is maximum CPC. It's not your actual CPC. Actual CPC is competitor CPC plus $0.1. But whereas maximum CPC is, you're telling the limit from 1 rupee to 80 rupees. You can choose 1 rupee to 80 rupees. You can choose any amount. That has any number you can choose. But if your competitor is paying 81, you can. Google will not tell you to pay 82 rupees. Maximum CPC is just a limit. It is not the exact number. If your competitor, assume that your competitor is paying 50 rupees. Google will tell you to pay only 51 rupees. Google will not ask you 80 rupees. Just because you are mentioning 80 rupees over here, that does not mean per click your amount, 80 rupees will be deducted from your amount. This is maximum. See this maximum. It is not actual. It is maximum CPC. From 1 rupee to 80 rupees, according to the competitor. If competitor is paying 50 rupees, though you're mentioning your limit as 80, 51 rupees only will be deducted. 80 rupees will not be deducted. It is just the limit. It is not the actual CPC. This is just the limit. 100% 80 rupees for every click will not be deducted. According to the competitor, money will be deducted. If the competitor is selling 79, then only 80 rupees will be deducted. If the competitor is selling 49, then 80 rupees will not be deducted. Only 50 rupees will be deducted for one click. If the competitor is selling 81, then 82 will not be deducted. Only 80 will be deducted. But the thing is, you have to compromise your position. Your competitor will be on the first position and you will be on the second position. This is just the limit. 1 rupee to 80 rupees is the limit. This is not the actual CPC. From 1 rupee to 80 rupees, any amount will be deducted. Now click on save and continue. If the competitor tells 49, then only 50 rupees will be deducted, not 80. You are just setting up the limit. Then we are done with campaign level. After campaign level, you have to create the ad group, that is our services. My campaign level is Chennai. I have given the Chennai name. Here you have to create the service. Here again, I'm providing SEO service. Again, you have to enter some keywords over here. Let's enter. Only two keywords I'm entering as of now. SEO keyword, SEO courses in Hyderabad. Sorry, Chennai, you have to mention, not Hyderabad. In flow C, I have just mentioned Chennai. Don't do that. Don't see again, I'm doing Hyderabad only. That is the problem actually. Please don't do like this. See the location and target the keywords also. SEO courses in Chennai, SEO training in Chennai. Click on, as of now, I'm not creating any new ad group for Chennai. Okay. Let's create ad group to Google Ads ad group. Again, if you have one more thing, cloud computing, I can create one more ad group. It's up to you. Here I'm giving some random keywords. However, keywords is a whole different topic. As of now, that is the reason I'm giving some normal keywords. Chennai, Google Ads, courses in Chennai, Google Ads, training in Chennai. That's it. Now, if you want to create one more ad group, suppose you are providing one more service, click on new ad group. As of now, I'm not providing any service. Click on save and continue. Then the final step, create your advertisement. First, give your website URL over here. Do not always take secured website. Do not take your unsecured website. You will be losing your money unnecessarily. And display path, later I'll explain, that is advanced topic. Here give some headline, give some description and click on done. Again for SEO also give some headline, give some description and click on done. Save and continue. Your ad will be published. That's it. This is how you have to create your ads. The main benefit in Google Ads is without paying money, you can create your advertisements. See, I have not paid any money, but still I'm able to create advertisement. That is a major benefit in Google Ads. So in Monday's class, we will learn what is keyword match types and extensions. And in Tuesday's class, we will create advanced search campaign and how to pay money and everything. We will see. That's it. As of now, for today, this is this much only. This is only too much I'm feeling.